Hey, Besiegers! Okay, last episode I put up a really difficult challenge, which was to take off from the yellow pad, fly an automated machine up around the statue, and then bring it back to the yellow pad and land it, all with one single button press. So, did anyone do it? Damn straight, yes! Okay, this thing is just marvellous. I only got this one in recently, so I've had 2 entries from this guy. It's Jiggywaffles from... making home from Reddit, and he's also in the Steam community, and he was on Dragast with the Defend the Tower minigame recently, so it'll be well known to you. But this thing is just awesome, and it's just so really nice to film as well. It's lovely. Here we go. Now we've got another one from him later on, which we'll go into in a bit more detail because I had more time to film it, but this one just came in late, so it's absolutely fantastic. It's so precise. A lot of thought going into that there. It's just amazing. It's a good challenge. So far I've only got the 2 in from Jiggywaffles. If anybody else wants to put one in, there's still time, you know, and we can get done with that. We've got more challenges to discuss later on, because this episode largely is about automated cars and car racing. So that's what we're going to be up to. On to the cars then. Right, so I'd set myself a challenge after I had put the last challenge up, which was to create a vehicle that runs on automation that can leave the centre of the sandbox, the compound I call it, go out, do one full circuit all the way around the sandbox, and then come back into the centre where it started the game. So very similar to the statue one, except on the ground, and there's more error will creep in because you're bouncing around on the ground, as you can see. So it took me a while to get the initial program right, but once I had it running, I just followed these guys just to see how they behave, because what I really wanted to do was turn this whole thing into something that was raceable against the AI. Now we're going to talk about later on about racing against each other, or building machines that race against each other. That again is an idea by Jiggywaffles, which I think is brilliant, so we're going to look into that. But meantime, I got this developed up to the point where I could just follow it and then finally have it get all the way back into the centre again. This is the one, this is the... No, it's not. So this time, here we go. The first guy crashes out, he's out here. The 2 of them are both running on the same cube, so it just shows you how much error creeps in when they're on the ground, so it's tricky to control them. But there we go, he blew himself up when he got into the compound, but basically he did it. He left the compound, went all the way around once, and then blew up. Okay, so I took that exact same model there, and I just scaled up the wheels, put on these fancy turbo units at the back, which are laser fired cannons that give you an extra little bit of turbo. If you've got auto brake switched off, they work really, really well. However, the scaled wheels didn't work at all, and it brought more errors into the actual turning and the actual plan, so that had to go. I had to come up with something that was smoother, better, and more controllable, more predictable. But they look good, and I had good fun. Well, by the way, those eggs up there in the sky, they are the shadow creators and the sky and ground texture mod. And for some reason, they just happened to appear when I tried to switch the shadows off. So I thought they looked great, so I just kept them going. Righty, okay, this was the first machine that I got in from Jiggywaffles, yeah, and it is super precise. Again, as you can imagine, it totally does the job, but wait till you see how neatly it goes round the statue there. Given that I'd say that she'd come in under head height, I forgot about those pillars that are an actual obstruction themselves, but he's managed to get just in over the pillars, right around the machine. Look, that's absolutely perfect. You couldn't get any better than that. And then the thing comes in and settles down. So what I also did was I thought, well, if it's as good as that, let's see if it could take off again without hitting the space bar and go around one more time. So that's what I did here. But look at the precision, it's just like so nearly on the cross where it took off from. Eat that, Elon Musk, eh? Jeez, nailed the landing. Right, so there you go, he's still turning away, and we'll just press the button again and we'll take off and see what happens this time. Eventually, there we go. As you can see, I've been messing about with sky colours. You just get a bit bored with the vanilla one every now and again, and I know it's a bit vivid, but I quite like it. Don't worry, we'll be back to the normal one later. So here we go, it comes screeching in. Remember, this is the second one, he's already done the challenge, it worked. He comes screeching in and a tiny error comes in and he just like, yes, takes out the statue and the post. Now can he land? This is the thing, after hitting those two obstacles and going slightly off track. So you'll see in a second, he comes back in. It's a cool machine, I mean, it's a sort of standardish quad, but it's just when it flies so precise like that, it's just amazing. Looks like it's coming down, looks like it's going to hit the rollers. No, just misses them and no more. That was amazing. 2 landings, once it knocked the statue down and once it went round the statue. That is G-damn perfect. Alrighty, so let's have a look at it again, but from a different angle this time. Oh, look at that, sweet. It just slides right into view there. It just shows you, I mean, the whole idea of putting this challenge up was to see what could be done with this automatron, and Jiggywaffles has proved it's an amazing thing. It's just going to open up so many possibilities. And one of the possibilities I want to look at is having a race where, say, 3 or 4 or even 5 people put forward automated race cars. We get a track designed that goes around the outside of the sandbox so that everyone's got access to the track. They know how to program their cars using the letters that we give them. And then I will upload all the cars into the one simulation, press one button, and then the cars will race each other and we'll see what happens. It's a sort of evolutionary thing. I don't know if it will work right away. This is great. This is the second return again on this one. I wanted to see how his landing would go this time. And it's sort of fitting end. It just sort of gets in there. And just to prove there's invincibility is off, give it a wee squeeze. Okay. So right, on to the next thing, which is the initial challenge. So here's the next challenge, right. I redesigned that little cart so that it wouldn't jump about so much and I could get better times and turn the wheel speed up. So here we are, and we're roaring around. The wheel speed is just 2, but I managed to get it accurate enough that we'll finish 1 lap. So I thought, I'll run it around and I'll see what the lap time is and then I'll put that up as a challenge. Now, as you can see, I'm going wide here. Because I'm a bit amateur at programming the cube, but if you were to take more time and get it more precise, you can get this time right down. So this is just a start off time. Let's see who can do the quickest lap outside the sandbox using the automatron cube. Alrighty, as you can see, I'm just coming up to the old laser here, and I get that to exactly that much. There we go, and through. Now that I've got a much better car, it's more stable, the idea was to run it up against some other models just like it, and see how far they would get round in a bit of a tussle. After a while, I set the challenge again, or the standard, if I could just get through 1 lap with another car or 2 cars surviving, then we've got a sort of race-worthy situation and we can start scaling this up and having some fun. So after a bit of tweaking, there's a lot of tweaking goes on when you're using that automatron. After a bit of tweaking and a bit of messing about, eventually got it to go so that 1 car, this one here, looked like it was going off, but it didn't. It actually made it all the way around. I'm just following it, I'm not racing it. And that's it. So it's done 1. I say, right, okay, these are our boys. We will multiply them up and we'll have some fun. Race time. Okay, so I've got about 11 or 12 cars here and only 1 of them is mine. The rest are running on AI. So I said I'll just hit this, the space bar, let them go, and just to see how they behave together, and I could get an idea of where would be the best place to place me and how to get around them. And as you can see, they keep quite tight on the first couple of bends, and it's after that then they start to lose it. The errors creep in, a few of them smash off, and you get some nice explosions because they've all got exploding noses on them. But I thought, yeah, got it, I know what to do. I'll get myself to the back of the pack from where I am, gingerly, and I should be able to survive long enough to get across the line. And I see, this was great fun. As soon as I got to this level with all these cars running, I just played it for ages. I just got so into it. It was fantastic. I kept forgetting to record, and I was just having a good time, which is what you're supposed to do, yeah? Okay, so these guys, they had other ideas. They kept having to go at me, but I mean, eventually I was able to sort of creep my way around and then just enough of the pack was surviving. There's a lot of the pack surviving there. A lot of them are making it nearly all the way around. A few of them head off. It's a programming thing. You just program the cars at the rear slightly differently so that they turn later and then you're away, that's all. But I thought I was getting across the line with all these guys here, and then this one came and smacked me. Damn. Anyway, so that was that. Great fun, huh? Okay, so if you want to take part in that in the race, the one-off lap time challenge, the rules are you can use any mods, but you cannot use rocket power cars or cannon power cars. It must be powered wheels. If you want to use the saw wheels, a lot of people like them, go ahead. I've seen a nice scaled one on Reddit the other day, but that's about it really. Just mod it away as much as you want, as long as it's powered wheels and as long as it starts at the grav pad. It must start at the grav pad, and it must have automatron, obviously, because that's the rules. Alrighty, so I'm going to leave it there. Quite excited by all these developments in Besiege right now. It's going really well. Thanks to Jiggywaffles for sending in those two amazing creations. I'll put all of the links in the description below, and you can download the machines for yourself and have a go. Okay, bye.